Let me tell you guys, I am putting way too much effort into this. Welcome back everybody to another episode here of the Never Stop Gaming Survival Server. Today, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm putting way too much effort into a storage room. But how else do you do it when you put... My elytra's dead. Of course it is! Oh, I was checking to make sure that clip... I was checking to make sure that clip recorded properly, and I hear out of my headphones me getting completely wrecked. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we actually have to repair elytra and get everything going. But I want to take the opportunity to talk to you guys. I struggled. I actually struggled with the last episode. Getting back into the swing of things and getting back into content creation the way I used to, it was becoming a challenge. Now, there is some stuff behind the scenes going on, right, that we will talk about here in the future, a little while down the road. But check this out. I did find out you can sleep underwater, because that makes sense. That seems like something you should logically be able to do. But there's been some third-party forces that have completely re-inspired me in how I make content. So I'm so excited to be back. I know this is the second channel, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about on this channel, but that's for a different video. That's for a different time. So let's repair my wings. I was gonna be like, let's get into this episode, but I can't even do that because I have to repair wings. So away we go. I gotta swim there. Now, to make things even worse, I swam all the way over here, right? Swam all the way over here. I killed the baby zombie. I can fly. You see? Right there. Right here. I can fly. I have wings now. That was the XP I needed. But I found out after I swam all the way over here. That's awesome. Love that. Alrighty, now that we're back to work, we can actually talk about what I'm doing here. Because what I'm doing here is... I'm hoping it works. Now, a season forever ago on NSG, I don't even know if that was on... I think this was on this channel. We had a base that was in the ocean, and I was doing a really cool wall that never actually came to fruition. So I want to bring that back, and I want to connect these together. That's why these have these 4 pillars, and I want to create that cool kind of whatever wall I was going for back then, but I don't really remember how to build it. So what I'm going to do is fumble around, and I will actually do a little bit of a time lapse to show you guys my process of kind of how I fumble around and try to make things happen here, because let me tell you, I have zero clue what I'm doing. 98% of the time you see me building, I don't know what's happening. I'm just placing blocks and seeing what happens. Let's see if it looks good. So, yeah, let's do that, I guess. I have some good news. It's square. It actually lined up. Now, this is the finished one, right, where we went in and placed all the stairs and everything, and then I just wanted to frame it and make sure everything looked okay, and they do. The sides line up perfectly, so now I just have one more side to do, and then we have to do the hard and difficult task of placing in all the stairs, which probably takes just as long as building the frames, but the frames are super annoying, just so you know. The frames are very, very annoying, but we'll get this done, and then this wall will be completely done. And then I think maybe we'll start working on the middle in this episode, but getting the wall done is just monumental. I am so excited to have this looking the way it should, and then we can start working on, you know, the technical stuff of what this area is actually supposed to be. So let me continue on. Let me place a few more prismarine blocks and try to make the framing out at least, and then we'll place some stairs. This kid makes making videos hard sometimes. This kid right here, the one jumping up and down in front of me. He did the grass. I started the grass a little bit, right? I started placing down grass and trying to make this area look fantastic. And then I logged back in, and it was done. He got bored. He got bored one day. He does this a lot. He got bored one day, and he just finished the grass. So we've just been kind of hanging out. We've just been hanging out here. You know, he's actively at his keyboard right now, too, because he's jumping up and down. But Okay, so we removed the main storage room area here too, just to make this area seem a little bit clearer. And now I can start working on what I want to put here. Now I have an idea of how this is going to work and how this is going to play out, but you never know how it'll go until you do it. And I haven't tested it in a single player world. I haven't done any type of planning for this. So I think we should at least get the frame done in this episode, and then the next episode we'll start kind of planning this thing out. So I don't know, should we do another time lapse? I'll throw on replay mod while we work on this, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, let's give it a try. But yes, I did want to come back in. I always get roasted that I don't show enough on camera, that everything I do isn't shown. Here you go. I'm showing you. We're working on the center. And then this base will almost be done. Oh, this is going to be fun. Next episode, we'll probably finish this up. I'm excited. Alrighty, other than this is something we're not going to talk about till the next episode. This is actually pretty much complete. All the redstone that needs to go into it, everything is done. Take a look. It looks absolutely beautiful in here. So inefficient. So wildly inefficient, but everything does actually auto-sort that comes out of the farm and ends up into different sections. So this section is arrows, apparently, but then all up top is all for the sugarcane. So this thing does actually look pretty epic when we run it, and we'll go ahead and run it at the end of, this is the end of the episode, right? We're finishing it up, but next episode we're going to come in and we're going to make this place look absolutely beautiful, because that's going to be finishing off the base. It's going to be completely done in the next episode, including this cool little portal. So while we're here, while we're talking about it, let's go ahead and actually run this thing so you can see what it looks like. I believe it's actually turned on, is it not? We're not going to run the sugarcane. The sugarcane's kind of crazy. I think I got it. Yeah, okay, we'll run the sugarcane, but it actually takes a minute to run. And I'm not gonna make you sit through while it runs. So let me just go like yoink and let this thing run. Okay, I'll be right back. So now we actually do get a decent representation of how this farm actually works. If you notice right here, they're actually dropping into a little pool which goes into the system. This is the killing platform, and we kind of had to do it this way because this was too far of a drop. All the mobs would despawn if you're up in the AFK area, right? So you couldn't really be up there because everything would just be gone by the time you got down. So we had to make this little drop area that I think ended up looking super cool. And it also creates enough of a buffer here where it does have a little sorting or storage room in it, so nothing can actually get built up. But it just drops it out at the perfect rate that the sorter can handle. So it all ended up working out. You can see the sugarcane drops into this thing. Everything drops into this thing while the farm's running. And it's just fast enough here that nothing really builds up. If it does, it's not there long enough to despawn. So, as my voice decides to actually be a man for once, apparently. Yeah, so that's basically it. That sums up this area so far. Now, next episode, we're going to come in, and like I said, we're going to completely finish this build. We're going to use a little bit of cherry trees here that Clanic went out and got. I think I stored more of them. I hope I stored more of them. I don't know where I put them. But we're going to come in, and we're going to make this area absolutely beautiful. And then we can officially say the mob farm storage room is complete. Now, this has kind of turned into my main base. I don't know. We'll maybe go back to the temple and try to finish it up here, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. This is a good build. I'm quite happy about it. So, without further ado, that should actually be done. I believe that's done. I should be able to leave, and then this thing will just filter itself out at some point, because it's still dispensing from up there. Oh, No, that's a pretty basic system. It just goes in and then drops and then drops. And then, yeah. Okay, so you all understand what's happening. So, that's gonna... Oh, I voted and I got a cape. I love the pink cape. It looks awesome. Just saying. Just saying. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for this episode here on the Never Stop Gaming Survival Server. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, because you guys know we were going to do a little bit of a separate channel thing, which is what that talking was in the beginning, but I decided against it for now, because you guys are here. You guys have actually subbed for my content, not just Seed stuff. There's some of you that have, so I don't want to have to try to separate my audience out by too much. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, viewing, and subscribing. I'm going to do a quick shout out to channel members. I set it up, and channel members get videos before everybody else. And there's also going to be like channel member stuff that it's just going to make sense. So yeah, you go ahead and maybe join the channel. I never really shout that out because I don't do this for money, but it's there and it would be nice to have. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.